there, welcome to another card kit video. I am finally up to date. This is the January Shades of Time card kit. So there's lots of pinks and blacks in this one. So we've got card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, and card number 4. And so there will be a link in the description box below where you can get these in my Etsy shop. So let's have a look at what's in the kit. And then we will assemble them after. So we have 4 card bases, and they are the portrait ones. And they're scored along the center here. You just have to fold them. A2 sized envelopes. So there are 4 of those. And we have our background papers. So we have this pink and black polka dot, this dictionary page, and all of them will be a little bit different because the paper had different things, but they'll all have some words on it, and some won't have any images on there. This pink and white polka dot, and this pink and black honeycomb, and then we have alright, so we have these pink words with It's Matte, and we have a black dictionary page with It's Matte. Let's see if I can find all the mattes for everything. We have this diagonal stripe with It's Matte that will extend only on 2 sides. Alright. We have this pink grid paper with It's Matte that'll extend on 2 sides. This black and white polka dot and It's Matte that extends on 2 sides. I think all the rest of them just extend on 2 sides. Oh, except for this one. We have this black grid and It's Matte. And then we have this black diagonal stripe. And a little bit wider of the pink grid. Let's see, can we stick one here? And then we have our images and the mattes. So we have our black swan image, and It's Matte has a little lace border on the bottom of it, like so. We have the clock image, and it has a lace border on the side. And then we have these flowers, and It's Matte, and the little bird and flowers, and It's Matte. We have 2 pink banners. We have 4 sentiment mattes in the coral. And then we have 2 handmade flowers with the coral background, and then 2 handmade flowers with the pink background. And there is this circle and star bling, large square bling trim, or just trim, I guess. This small bling trim, 2 of the small rectangle or square bling or square trim, and in 1 of the larger bling. And we have 8 white leaves. And 8 of these branches, 8 ones. And then we have 20 sentiments. So we have sending warm wishes for my friend, happy birthday, and there will be 4 of those, have an awesome day, there's 2 of those, hope you feel better soon, just for you, there's another happy birthday, thinking of you, thanks so much, congratulations, another happy birthday, another thanks so much, another thinking of you, hope you feel better soon again, and sending warm wishes, another for my friend, the last happy birthday, another just for you, and another congratulations. And that is the contents of the kit, plus you get these instructions which have the cards on the front, all the included items in the kit, and then our full color instructions with a nice big picture to follow along and step-by-step instructions. And that is what we have in this kit. So stay tuned and we will put these together. Okay, for the first card you're going to need 1 of the bases, this pink polka dot paper, the diagonal stripe paper, 1 of the pink banners, this flower image, the small square trim, this grid paper, black grid paper, and it's matte, the coral back flower, 2 of the leaves, 2 of the branches, and your sentiment, and it's matte. So fold our base and adhere our background paper to it. And this is thinner paper, but we're adding a lot of layers to it this time, and it will feel heavier once everything is all glued together. And then we're going to take the black grid paper and it's matte and layer them together. And just centering it so that you have a border on all 4 sides. And then we're going to adhere this to the left side of the card, leaving about ½ inch from the side, and then even spaces on the top and the bottom, just like that. And then we're going to take the diagonal stripe adhere that to its mat, and just making sure that there's an even border on the top and the bottom, just like that. And then we're going to adhere that to the upper half of the card, leaving almost an inch at the top of this black piece. Next, we're going to take our banner and just adhere it to the diagonal piece. And I'm just going to center it and be closer to the right side, like that. And then we're going to take our small square trim. I'm just going to use liquid glue. You can use a very thin double-sided tape or a glue gun or liquid glue as well. You just have to wait for it to dry. So I'm going to just adhere that on there, keeping it as straight as I can. Just like that. And then we're going to take our image and adhere it to its mat. And because we have the trim there, we're going to place this on foam squares. So I only have black ones left. I'm going to have to do some shopping. Although this card can get away with doing the black ones because there is a lot of black in this. And I'm just going to place it here, and it looks like I can put it right down in the corner there, making sure to miss my trim. And I'm just going to overlap it so that you see the corner on the black, like this. Just make sure it's straight, and leaving enough room so we can put our flower over here. Okay, so let's put our flower here. Actually, I'm going to start with the branches. And I'm just going to put them on either side of the banner like this. And then we're going to take our leaves and just going to stick them down like so. And another one, it's going to go like that. And then we're going to take our flower, and I'm just putting glue in the middle, and then we're just going to place it in the middle of all those branches. Like that. And then we're going to layer our sentiment with its mat. And you can just do it flat, but I'm going to put foam squares on the back. And I'm just going to center it underneath the image, just like so. And there you have card number 1. For the next card, you're going to need your card base, the honeycomb black and pink paper, the pink words paper, the black and white polka dot, the black swan image and its mat, another one of the small square trims, 2 of the branches, 2 of the leaves, the pink backed flower, and your sentiment and mat. Alright, so again, we're going to fold and adhere our background. And then we're going to take our pink words paper and adhere that to its mat. Centering it on the mat. And then we're going to adhere it to the center of the card. I did get it on there just a little bit crooked. And then we're going to take our black and white polka dot and adhere it to its mat. And that is going to extend on two sides. So you want it to have an even border on this side and this side. And we're going to adhere that close to the bottom of the pink paper. So I'm probably going to leave about 1/4 of an inch at the bottom. Like so. And then we're going to grab, actually we're going to take our trim first and attach it to the bottom of the polka dot paper. And if you don't like using glue for that, you can use 1/8 inch double-sided tape. So this is the Sukwang tape. So you can use that instead of gluing it down. I just don't want this to fall off later, so I like gluing it. And now we're going to take our image and adhere it to the mat. And because it has a lace bottom, we want to make sure we don't cover that when we're adhering the image to it. But we still want to leave a border all the way around. Just like so. And then of course we're going to use our foam squares. And then I'm just going to attach it just slightly above the center one, but I do want it more centered so that it's even on both of these sides. It's like so. So it's crooked. Alright, and then we're going to take our sentiment and adhere it to its mat. And you can just put it flat down. I'm going to put foam squares on it. And there we go. And then we want our 2 branches. And I am just going to adhere them onto the image like this, and I put just a little bit too much glue on there. Let's dab that off. It will be covered by the flower too, so. And then, I don't know, there it is. Thought I had lost it. And then we're going to put this one right here. And then we want our leaves. So that's going to go off the edge there. And this is going to go onto the lace part of the mat. And then we'll grab our flower and a dab of glue, and we're just going to place that in the center that. I'm just going to hold it down until it gets a little bit tacky. And there you have our second card. For our next card, we will need one of the bases, this dictionary paper, the narrower of the two pink grid papers, and the black diagonal stripe paper, the circle star trim, and the 3 3¼ inch bling trim, the clock image and its matte with the lace edge, one of your sentiments, 2 of the white leaves, 2 of the white branches, and the flower with the pink background, or pink back petals. And yeah, let's fold our card base and adhere our background paper. And then we will grab our black diagonal paper and its matte, and we'll adhere those together. And it's only extending on 2 of the sides. And then we're going to adhere this to the card base, and we're going to place it just slightly off center. And then we'll take our pink and adhere it to its matte. And then we're going to adhere it to this side of the black one. And I'm overlapping it just a little bit. That. Next we're going to adhere our circle star trim, and I'm just going to place a bead of glue down here and stick it down. Okay. And we'll take our image and its matte and we'll adhere those, and just like the swan picture, we're gonna make sure we don't cover the lace part, but we still want a border all the way around. Just like so. And attach that with some foam squares. And again, you don't have to use the foam squares if you'd like your card to be flatter. And then we're just going to put this off to the side right about here. And then we're going to attach our other bling, so I'm just going to place a bead of glue along the edge of the image and place our trim right there. I don't know why I have a little bit extra there. You can just trim that off. And then we're going to take our sentiment and adhere it to its matte. And I'm doing the foam squares, you don't have to. And we're just going to place this in the center, underneath the picture a little bit. Like that. And then we need our branches. And we're going to place these at the end of the sentiment. And this one we're going to put at an angle this way. And then we have our leaves. And we're going to place them right there. And the other one we're going to place right there. And then our flower, we will just adhere to the base. I'm just going to hold it for a second here. Just like so. And there is our third card. Alright, for the last card you will need card base, the black and pink polka dot, the black dictionary paper and its mat, this image and its mat, the wider pink grid paper and its mat, one of the banners, one of the flowers with the coral petals in the back, your sentiment and its mat, the large square trim, and the large bling. 2 of the white leaves and 2 of the white branches. Once again, we'll fold our base and adhere our pink background, or pink and black polka dot background. And then we're going to take our black dictionary paper and its mat and layer them together. And adhere this to the center of the card, just like we did in card number 2. Next, we're going to take our pink grid paper and its mat, and we're just going to adhere them together. And we're going to put this right in the center of the card. And then we are going to take our banner and we're going to place this overlapping. We're kind of centering it between the top and bottom here and overlapping the grid paper just a bit, like that. Next, we're going to take our trims and I'm just going to place it across the whole thing there and place it down. The less you touch it, the better. And I'm kind of just pulling on both ends just to make them a little bit straight. Dab some of that glue off. Yeah, as soon as you touch it, it wants to go wiggly. And then we're going to do another strip glue right underneath, and that's where our large bling is going to go. And I'm just gently going to tap it. And then we need our image. And we're going to adhere it to its mat. And then because this doesn't look straight, and because we have the trim, we're also going to put these up on foam squares. If you don't have foam squares, you can use little pieces of chipboard or a couple of layers of cereal box. And we're just going to adhere it to the card. I think I had this just a little bit wrong here. So I'm going to move these a bit. I forgot to check where they should be. So then we're going to just position it so that it's overlapping the banner a bit, a little bit above that center black dictionary paper and over the bling. And then we're going to grab our sentiment and adhere it to the mat, and I'm going to place our foam squares, and this is just going to go under here. And now we're going to do our flowers and our branches. Oops. Alright, so branches. And we're going to place it over here in this area, so just going to place a branch down there and a branch down this way, and then the leaves. Just like that. And finally our flower. And just in the middle of all of that, I'm just going to hold it down for a little bit so that it gets tacky. And there we have the last card. I hope you enjoyed making these with me, and there's a link down in the descriptions for my Etsy shop where you can get these. And we'll see you in the next video, which will probably be, I'm hoping, for Friday. So we'll see you then. It won't be a card kit, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Bye.